Hey everyone, and welcome back to All Things Drive-Thru, the AI edition. It feels like we were just covering Chipotle's innovation at the drive-thru with their cleverly named Chipotlanes. They really are the pioneers of the QSR space who have led their peers in innovations with, introduction to the assembly line and its dedicated third-party pickup areas. So, Jen, can you tell us a bit about what's going on with our dear friends at Chipotle?
Absolutely. We do feel like friends of theirs for sure. So, yeah, Chipotle, the OGs, the leader in the space, the creators of QSR category, they're testing two new technologies that really aimed at improving the guest experience. So, the first one is a kitchen management system. What that's really going to help is for their back of house to understand things like when to fire off certain ingredients, help them with things like food waste management, as well as just kind of forecast demand. So, it makes total sense for the back of house there. The second one is a guest locator technology. And what that's going to do is it's going to tell Chipotle some things like when are guests arriving on site, where they maybe need to bump some orders, as well as set expectations for their customers. So saying, hey, Sonia, your burrito is going to be ready in 10 minutes. Well, it better be ready in 10 minutes because we all know that, setting those expectations with consumers is incredibly important in the overall guest journey.
Well, that's great to see that they're putting in efforts in the back of their house with their newest employee, Chippy. One thing that you mentioned that stood out is their recent pilot for their location-based technology on their mobile app. What's going on there?
Yeah, I was thinking a little bit about this when I initially read the reports. The first thing that comes to mind is really just, again, improving that guest experience, understanding, when somebody's coming on site, making sure that the customer knows, hey, they need to maybe even wait a minute longer. So especially with all these different models and different methods of ordering, just understanding like operationally how to provide that great guest experience. But the other thing that kind of came to mind is, as you know, I've done a ton of research on DoorDash and third-party ordering apps. And yeah, I just thought it was really interesting on kind of the avoidable wait time front. So avoidable wait time is something that DoorDash actually measures our merchants against. And if you're outside of this 2-minute wait time, they actually penalize you. So I wonder if that has something to do with maybe the drive-through and trying to understand, what expectations to set. But that was kind of another thing that came to mind.
No, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one because, there was just a recent report that QSR released with drive-throughs. And believe it or not, the average time to receive an order in 2021 was 382 seconds. Well, this year it was up 26 seconds. Also, going back to our conversation we had on order accuracy, 15% of orders were inaccurate this year compared to 13% last year. And an inaccurate order adds like 71 seconds to the total wait time, which for me feels like in a total eternity on the receiving end. So I know, Jen, you're obsessed with this type of data and even have worked with customers on this exact topic. What's your take?
Yeah, I mean, great information, kind of from that report. The other thing is the cost that inaccurate order is to the business, right? They just wasted an entire order. Obviously the staff members or managers are a little bit frustrated. So there's other impacts down the line from just, that accuracy standpoint. But yeah, I mean, I'm obsessed with this topic. I know that and I don't tell that many people, but I did become a DoorDasher for a week just to kind of understand what that workflow looked like.
Uh-huh.
And it was very insightful. I mean, I've worked with merchants that literally are just trying to solve problems for how do I decipher what a third party, order is and how do I treat that differently and not impact the guest experience. But also projects where it's, okay, great, you've put a kiosk or a self-ordering technology in the front of the house, or you put this great, seamless experience ordering digitally for the customer. Well, now I've improved that journey so greatly that our back of house is now inundated with orders. So now
Mhm.
a lot of our brands are kind of trying to figure out what to do in the back of house to keep up with things. How do we make it as efficient as possible? So some things I've seen out there are things like time and motion studies, which are a bit archaic, a little bit outdated, but work. There's also the gut check, which a lot of our customers will, admit to using or utilizing in the past. But really leveraging your existing infrastructure like security cameras in the back of house and front of house can give you really great information around, what different patterns and movements from your staff members are, or hot and cold zones of where people are working, up to even just like things like rush readiness. So are the staff members in the zone they need to be in at your peak hours? So there's some really, really valuable information that you can pick through and by leveraging your existing infrastructure.
Yep, nope, that's definitely great information and a lot for our restaurant operators to think about, especially as they're thinking about improving their guest experience and how they can use technology to help with operations as it relates to food waste and labor. But before I let you go, is there anything else on your radar that you would like to share?
Absolutely. So Taco Bell, I actually didn't know this. If you are a big sauce packet lover or big sauce lover
Mhm.
from Taco Bell, you can actually recycle your sauce packets. So they have a whole recycling kind of program. They'll actually give you a prepaid envelope. You can stick all of your empty sauce packets, mail them in. They're really trying to keep the sauce packets out of the landfills. They go through up to 8 million of sauce packets a year, and they're really focused on sustainability. So they're taking those sauce packets, melting them down, and actually making them hard plastic and reusing them for other products, which I thought was pretty neat.
Well, the earth lover in me just loves a great recycle movement. So thank you again, Jen, for all of your wonderful insights. If you want to meet Jen in person, well, you are in luck because she will be at the NAC show in Las Vegas from October 2nd through the 5th. Her Calendly link will be in the comments below. So be sure to schedule time on her calendar if you would like to talk with her about all things convenience. Thank you again, and until next time. Bye.